Hey guys, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm giving you my April wrap-up. Once again, I didn't do well, and I read 4 books, 2 of which I DNF'd. So really, I'm here to talk to you today about 2 books that I definitely read, and I will go over the books that I DNF'd as well because that's always fun, and I could tell you why I DNF'd them. But let's get into it. So the first book that I read is The Complication by Suzanne Young. This is the last book in the program series. I really liked this series. I don't think it gets enough buzz anywhere, but I thought the writing was really good. I thought the concept was really good. However, I don't think this last book was super good. I'm trying to figure out how many stars I gave it. Hold on. So I ended up giving The Complication 3 stars. This was the last book in a 6-book series, and it just felt so like bland and rushed, and like everything wrapped up really nicely, which is what you want for the last book in a series, but I just don't think it was good. I don't know. So I ended up giving it 3 stars because I like the series so much and because things were wrapped up. But I remember seeing a tweet not that long ago that she was gonna make it a 7-book series that like tied everything together, and I feel like honestly that would have been better if we just tied up like Tate and Wes's story, which is the main people in this one, and then brought everyone together from all 6 books in a 7th book, and I feel like actually that would have done better. So gave this 3 stars. I can't really like give you a good synopsis of this book without spoiling literally 5 other books for you, but just know the program is the first book, and that centers around this program for mental illness where they basically, if you're depressed or anything, they erase your memories and basically restart you, and it becomes like this huge issue, like ethical issue. And yeah, so it's a 6-book series. So this was the last one. It was okay. I don't know. The second book that I read for the month of April was Unravel Me by Tahereh Mafi. This is actually a reread for me, and I listened to this on audiobook on a trip that I went to, and I had never listened to the audiobook of these before, and I thought they were really good, to be honest. I really liked the narrator of Juliet, so I thought it was good. Once again, I've already read these. I gave it the same rating that I had given it previously, which is 4 stars. I thought it was good. Look, let's be honest, these books are not the best books. However, I was captivated, and I wanted to reread it because I still haven't read Restore Me, and Defy Me just came out, and I still haven't read that. So I'm making my way through this series again so I can know what the heck is happening in Restore Me and Defy Me, and it's been kind of a struggle to get through these books again, which is sad, but once again, these books aren't like super great. They're entertaining. I like this love triangle kind of thing, but it's just been like, I don't think I would have been able to get through it really without listening to it. So I'm trying to listen to Ignite Me, but we'll see. So I ended up giving this 4 stars. This is the second book in now a 6-book series, but the original trilogy, this was the second book. So yeah, 4 stars. It was good. And then those are really the only 2 books that I like finished. Yeah, so the next 2 books I'm going to talk about are books that I DNF'd. And the first one is Black Iris by Elliot Wake. I think, hold on, I'm gonna look at my Goodreads review and tell you, okay, so I got 20% in. I was reading this on ebook, and I got 20% in, and I can read you my review. DNF at 20%, dude. I knew I wasn't feeling this writing style from the very first chapter, but I persisted because of other people's reviews. It just wasn't for me. It probably would have gotten better, but ain't nobody got time for that, so bye. So that's how I felt about that. I think this is supposed to be a romance, but it also deals with mental illness, and I just didn't like the main character, whose name I've already forgotten. As you can see from my review, I did not like the writing style. I have this thing with main characters who just like complain the whole time. Like, everyone's life is hard, but complaining the whole time is going to turn me off and make me stop reading the book. It was the same for a book I read earlier this year, I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter or something. I hated that main character as well, and that's why I DNF'd it. And that's how I felt about this book, and I don't care that I DNF'd it. Like, I really wanted to keep reading it because Melanie from Mel to the Any really liked it. A couple other booktubers who I really trust really liked it, and I didn't, so I stopped. Ain't nobody got time for that, like I said. So DNF this 20% in. Usually I try to get like 50% in, so you know what, it was not working for me, so I DNF this. And then the last book that I attempted to read in April was Dodger by Terry Pratchett, and let me tell you, the only reason I read this book was because it was my book club pick for this month. Otherwise, I never would read a Terry Pratchett. It's also a middle grade. It's also historical fiction, which are all the things that I don't read. So I made a valiant attempt. I got 100 pages in, which was, oh my god, it was such a struggle. I was trying to read it at work, and I would do literally anything else except read this book. No one in my book club seemed to like it. We were all on the same page. We all don't really care for middle grade, and the historical fiction and also the writing was just so pretentious. And I don't know how many times Terry Pratchett used the word, I have removed it from my memory, but he used this tosser? He used that word like 8 times on a page, and I have the same issue with Sarah J. Maas. Uses like clicked their tongue in all of her books 400 times, and once I see it, I can't unsee it. So that was my deal with this book. This is a take on The Artful Dodger from Oliver. So it was not good, not something I would read, not something I would recommend if you don't like middle grade or historical fiction. It was just like, it was not, guys, it was not good. However, the person who chose this book really liked it, so that's all that matters. If she liked it, I'm happy for you. The rest of us, we didn't like it. So yeah, those were the 2 books I definitely read and the 2 books I attempted to read for the month of April. I can tell you that it is May 5th currently, and I've already read 2 books. So I am doing better, knock on wood, this month. I'm still in a reading slump. It's just how my life is going right now. But that's okay. Reading is reading. I am attempting to read. I'm attempting to like figure out what genre is really working for me. And for some reason, it is not young adult contemporary right now. I can tell you the book that I just read for my book club pick this month was a reread, and I hated it even more the second time, which is not good. So I'm just trying to figure out what genre is working for me right now to get me out of the slump. I'm currently reading Eclipse by Stephanie Meyer, and that seems to be working. I'm also attempting to read Stalking Jack the Ripper, which doesn't seem to be working, once again because it's historical fiction and I don't care about what's happening, so we'll see. Stay tuned for my May wrap up. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye!